we have great confidence in our son. I am not concerned about any accusations been made against him. It's used to get to me. I think it's kind of foul play, but look, it is what it is, and he's a grown man. He is the smartest man I know. I mean, in pure intellectual capacity.
Now, Miranda, we have some breaking news tonight. The Washington Post is reporting that Hunter Biden's lawyers sent a series of blistering letters Wednesday to state and federal prosecutors urging criminal investigations into those who accessed and disseminated his personal data. So I guess that means the guy who fixed the laptop. And why is he going after people who disseminated the laptop story if it was all Russian disinfo?
Yeah, well, that's the point. I mean, this is such an own goal. Basically, Hunter Biden, through his lawyers, has admitted that, yes, the laptop is his. It's not Russian disinformation, as those 51 dishonest intelligence officials told us. It's his laptop, which we've been telling people for more than 2 years.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hunter Biden is panicking, okay? He is melting down as the walls are closing in on him in regards to maybe, just maybe, having classified documents and information and leveraging that information along with his father's influence to secure these foreign business deals in Ukraine and other places.
Tell us how different this is, this email, from everything else you saw on the laptop.
Hi, Tucker. Look, this email is like nothing else that Hunter has written in the entire 9 years covered by the laptop. It is extremely long, 1,300 words. It's very detailed, very well informed, well written. It reads like an official document, even it reads like a classified document. There's information in there that's not readily available. He sounds very knowledgeable and very breezy about it. And you have to remember that this is at a time, a month before he joined the Burisma board. He needed money desperately and to feed his drug habit, and they were going to pay him $83,000 a month to do not very much. And obviously they were paying for his proximity to his father, and he was showing, as he never did again, his value to them. And of course, having access to classified information would make his price much higher. So that's sort of the motive for it. The other thing about it is that it's very easy, I think, for the special counsel, Robert Hur, to immediately just clear up whether or not Hunter had access to classified information by just cross-matching that email and other information on the laptop with the information in those classified documents that have been discovered at 5 different locations in Joe Biden's home and his office at the University of Pennsylvania. It should be pretty clear. We know a bare minimum about those classified documents, but what we do know is that they pertained to, at least the first tranche, to Ukraine, to the United Kingdom, and to Iran. Now, this particular email talks about Ukraine and the United Kingdom. So it's kind of a guess at this point, but it's a pretty obvious connection. And I think this is a perfect synergy for the special counsel looking into Joe Biden to connect with the US attorney in Delaware who's investigating Hunter Biden.
Well, yeah, I mean, they tried to send Mike Flynn, the national security advisor, to prison for talking about sanctions. If you're a foreign country, U.S. sanctions are an extremely powerful tool. They can undo your economy. So you want to know what the trigger is for sanctions, correct? So that information, this will trigger sanctions. Is it keep speaking of important classified information? Is there anything more important than that other than war plans?
Well, and this was a week before Joe Biden went to Ukraine, armed with millions of dollars in energy aid for the Ukrainian energy industry. And Hunter was angling to get on the board of a Ukrainian energy company. So, what goes around comes around.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that, okay? Allegedly, there are emails in Hunter Biden's laptop in which he is talking about things that, he would only know or be qualified to talk about if he had access to classified information, the same classified information that allegedly was found in Joe Biden's possession. What a interesting coincidence, okay? And it seems like we're getting closer and closer to the truth about the Biden crime family and exactly how they operate. And because we're getting closer to the truth, Hunter Biden is now panicking, right? So much that he's trying to silence the people that are exposing him, as he has put Fox News and some Trump allies on notice, and he is demanding retractions and an apology, or else he's going to sue for defamation for some of the statements that have been made on Fox News by people like Tucker Carlson. He also wrote a letter to state and federal agencies, mainly the DOJ, requesting that they investigate Trump allies, including Steve Bannon and Rudy Giuliani, for exposing what was on the laptop in the first place. I also think that he's trying to look into the Delaware computer shop owner, okay, that had possession of his laptop for, I guess, I don't know, giving that information away. Yeah, this guy is panicking, right? He's trying to silence everybody because we're getting closer and closer and closer to the truth, okay? It just so happens that this is the first time he has publicly acknowledged that the laptop is real, that is his, okay? And again, it comes as, again, this classified document scandal dealing with Joe Biden is heating up, okay? The feds just, search/raided another one of his homes looking for classified information. Again, this is a very interesting strategy here from Hunter Biden in regards to now acknowledging what everybody knew was true, but the federal agencies and the authorities, right, the intelligence community, who we're supposed to trust, right, they claim was not true because it was just Russian disinformation. That's all it was.
We'll get back this morning. Hunter Biden is fighting back with a new legal strategy. He's calling for a criminal investigation into a computer repair shop owner and former President Trump's allies over the spreading of personal data purported to be from his laptop. Straight to Evan Perez now. Evan, good morning to you, sir. So it seems like this Hunter Biden thing, it just keeps more legs. This is quite the tone shift for the Hunter Biden team, right?
It really is. What he's trying to do, Don and Poppy, is he's trying to turn the tables on the people who really have been attacking him over the last couple of years. And in these letters to the Delaware State Attorney General, to the Justice Department, to the IRS, what Hunter Biden and his lawyers are asking for is for criminal investigations of the computer repair salesman, the shop owner, as well as Rudy Giuliani and a number of other right-wing figures. In the case of John Paul McIsaac, he's the one who allegedly accessed his personal data on a laptop that he says Hunter Biden dropped off back in 2019. I'll read you just a part of what Abby Lowell, Hunter Biden's attorney, says in his letters. He says that Mr. McIsaac's intentional, reckless, and unlawful conduct allowed for hundreds of gigabytes of Mr. Biden's personal data without any discretion to be circulated around the internet. He says that this is a dirty trick that was really used, trying to use his personal data to weaponize it against his father.
I find this turn to be really fascinating, Evan. He hires Abby Lowell, a really, well-known representative, which I thought it was interesting that, the other side of the legal team is saying, well, he just got this fancy lawyer, et cetera, and sort of brushing off this strategy change. But isn't it significant that his legal team now is saying for the first time, yes, this is Hunter Biden's personal data that's being trafficked?
Yeah, that's certainly the biggest thing we've noticed is that for a couple of years now, Hunter and his lawyers have basically tried to not comment at all on these stories. And what they're trying to do now is to say, well, these people have actually broken the law. As you know, Poppy and Don, he's under investigation for a criminal investigation by the Justice Department. So this allows him to fight in another stage.
Yeah, incredible, right? What an incredible turn of events. It went from, all you right-wingers are conspiracy theorists, right? Rudy Giuliani is a agent of Russia, which is what CNN peddled, okay? Wolf Blitzer with Adam Schiff. Specifically, he tried to claim that Rudy Giuliani was working on behalf of Putin, right, to put out the Hunter Biden laptop information. Again, absolutely incredible. And now Hunter Biden is acknowledging that, yes, this is mine, okay? And I'm pissed off that you guys have exposed me, so therefore I'm going to try to silence you by demanding that the Justice Department investigate you. Again, who does this guy think he is? Right? You're the son of the president, but you're not a government official. Who are you to make demands of the Justice Department? I'm not even sure that actual members of Congress can demand that the Justice Department investigate somebody, right? I'm pretty sure that you as the son of the president don't have that power. But one of the claims that Hunter Biden has a problem with, that he wants Fox News, specifically Tucker Carlson, to retract, he's claiming defamation here, is the claim that Biden funneled $50,000 to his family. Now, I did a story about this because Hunter Biden, who was probably high, right, when he filled out an application or some type of questionnaire where he indicated that his current address was at Joe Biden's home in Delaware, and that his monthly rent payments was like $50,000, right? So everybody was speculating, okay, why in the world are you paying your father $50,000 a month in rent, but Joe Biden was not reporting that as rental income, right? Clearly, it pointed to some type of money laundering scam or scheme, okay, that Hunter is doing with his father. However, we have more information on exactly what that entailed and what that was. And I want to talk about it because it doesn't really make Hunter Biden look any better. It actually makes him look like a crackhead bum who's trying his best to be a criminal. Okay, he wants to be a criminal. Again, this actually implicates the Biden crime family even more. So let's read about this because this is an interesting opinion column here from Fox News by Tim Graham. In mid-January, a hullabaloo broke out about an application from Hunter Biden signed in 2018 to seek a rental in California. It listed the address on his driver's license to Joe Biden's house in Wilmington, Delaware, the same house where they just found classified documents. The form also suggested the monthly rent on his current residence was $49,910. So yeah, Tucker Carlson making that claim is not defamation when you're the idiot, right, that basically said on the application that, hey, I live at my father's house and I'm paying $50,000 in rent. How is that defamation, right? My first joke to coworkers was, how high was Hunter when he filled out this form, right? It sounds ridiculous. He was paying $49,000 a month in rent for a residence. When conservatives started asking questions about why Hunter was paying almost $50,000 a month at his father's house with classified documents in the garage, you could be confident the liberal, quote, fact checkers would leap to defend the Bidens, and they did. Yeah, because they're Democrat Party propagandists, right? They're not really fact checkers. PolitiFact and the Washington Post each went after Fox News, the Daily Caller, and other conservative journalists for jumping to conclusions when they wanted no conclusions. You can easily find that PolitiFact has never evaluated any statement from the mouth or the pen of Hunter Biden. Glenn Kessler at the Post counted 30,573 false or misleading statements from Donald Trump, but he doesn't count Biden lies. It's all defense for Hunter Biden and no offense. Yeah, that's par for the course when it comes to the mainstream liberal media, right? Because they're playing on one team. Straightening out Hunter's bizarre and erroneous application is important. It turns out the $49,910 monthly rent figure was a quarterly amount at the House of Sweden building in Georgetown, just across Rock Creek from the Kennedy Center, for his influence peddling with the Chinese. The, quote, fact checkers didn't note Hunter repeatedly lied on the document, including when he was asked if he ever been convicted of a crime or had a charge expunged from his record. In 1988, Hunter was arrested for drug possession and the record was expunged. Yeah, so he lied on the application about multiple things, right? Now, Joseph Simonson and Andrew Kerr at the Washington Free Beacon found some additional details. Hunter had directed his assistant, Katie Dodge, to fill out the form and gave her only 45 minutes to complete it. Then there's the big twist. Hunter Biden was attempting to aid another dissolute Biden, his cousin Caroline, the daughter of Joe's brother James, who also is involved in the Biden crime family as well too, allegedly. The rental application form was an attempt to gain a luxury apartment for Caroline, who pleaded guilty in 2017 to buying more than $100,000 worth of makeup with a stolen credit card. She wanted to serve her probation in California. She would also fail the, quote, never been charged question. Yeah, so again, this family is just a family of degenerates, right? I mean, that's just what it is. It's just so funny. We seen a pattern here. The application was not approved. On top of that, Caroline Biden wouldn't accept a job there from a Biden donor with a $85,000 a year salary with a guaranteed 10% bonus and stock options. She called that, quote, below minimum wage in California after taxes and demanded a job for no less than $180,000. Pampered hairs abound in the Biden family, and it's not surprising they supported each other. Text messages from the laptop show Caroline repeatedly referred to Hunter as her, quote, partner in crime and complained, quote, our family's sick and she had no relationship with my nuclear family since the majority of my family thinks I'm nuts. In one reply, Hunter told Caroline not to worry about the job thing. Quote, you're crazy, I'm crazy, and two crazies make double the cray, I guess. It'll be fun. We may just blow up a house and rob banks together. Wow. Again, this guy is admitting that he wants to be a criminal, right? That he likes the idea of being a criminal, okay? Again, the Biden crime family, the shenanigans, right, run deep, okay? It really does. None of this juicy messaging is grist for the Washington Post or PolitiFact. They don't seem to be interested in what has happened with Caroline Biden or James Biden or Frank Biden or Ashley Biden, unless, of course, they are wrong about a conservative journalist. Yeah, but again, if this was Ivanka Trump or Jared Kushner or Don Jr. or Eric Trump, they'd be all over it, right? If this was the Trump family, they would be all over this, okay? They would, okay? However, because it's the Bidens, there's nothing to see here, even though there's clearly a whole lot to see here, okay? As the walls are closing in on Hunter in various directions, all directions, really, and he's panicking, again, to the point where he's basically lobbed a Hail Mary to the DOJ to try to investigate those who exposed him in the first place, and he's threatening to sue those who are continuing to expose him and to look into this with defamation lawsuits to silence them because they're getting closer to the truth. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.